What makes good company culture? What is good company culture? Such a crucial question. And I think that there's lots of variation in company culture. We have some that are really authoritarian, lots that are egalitarian, and they're quite different in how they're pulled off. But there are 5 things that I think are crucial to a great company culture, what makes a good company culture. And that doesn't necessarily affect what the structure of your company is, but how it is executed. So these 5, we call the 5 C's. Sometimes we talk about them as the 5 C's of leadership for good company culture, but they're the 5 C's of good company culture. Right, so the first one is cultivate. You have to understand, as a responsible person within your organization, you have the responsibility to be fine-tuning things, shaping things, nurturing things. And if you're not nurturing the right things, you're not cultivating success. So number 2, once you've been cultivating those things, you also have the responsibility to charge people with the responsibility to be doing that too. You have to charge the room with the energy that they are empowered to do that. Okay, so that's number 2. So you've cultivated and you've charged. The next thing you need to do is challenge people. If they're not challenged, they're not going to be giving their best. If they're doing the same job day in, day out, and you're not adding any extra elements to it, whether it's a social element, an intellectual element, a physical element, and this doesn't even have to be about the job itself, it just has to be about their person, they need to feel challenged because they're not going to engage otherwise. Number 4 is consolidate. You need to make sure that all the different parts of your organization are coming together under the one set of values, under the one set of story, and there is something that is uniform about your organization. So you need to consolidate people's efforts, you need to consolidate the work so that it's all aligned. Number 5, we need to curate. That means curate the processes and the infrastructure, whether that's your organization's building, whether that's your online intranet. You need to be making sure you've created the right spaces, the right tools for people to do their job the most effectively as possible. So those 5 C's are going to give you a really good start at making a good company culture. So whether or not you're hierarchical, whether you're authoritarian, whether you're egalitarian, whether or not you have different values, it doesn't matter. You have to engage in these 5 C's for good company culture.